Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. On first down, here comes this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Feeling some heat. He's got it. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And Makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a man. It's Green. He'll throw it. It's complete. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Off play action. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Quarterback checking off. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Arkansas! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires left. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little, when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them. But, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the left side. Can anyone catch him? And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
And the extra point was good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working there.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied at 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haas. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this one.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Wants to throw. It's Green. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Coleman. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's got his man.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catch.
That is slipped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. It's a turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Looking to throw on second down. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Green. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Ball lofted, ends up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bulldogs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Arkansas! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding, pounding, pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you up from it.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They keep attacking through the air. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a crease. It's Green. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Green. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Leaves it with the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
He wants to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense, you got to be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. He's got it on the right. Got room at the 35. Running toward the tape. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They move the tight end all over. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Green. They're trying to get to him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Hill. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The give to the tailback. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll give it to him again. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quick completion to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
They're working that left side, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Something to keep in mind offensively here. At this point in the game, when you're down in the 4th quarter, running east-west is not going to win you. You've got to get north after you catch the ball and get what you can get. Field position right now is critical.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get two-hand with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And tackled there by the defense. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Open space at the 25. Oh, look out, there he goes. The 30, at the 20, giving him his pads. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. But the ball pops out on the return. Whoa. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.